Big news from the Canada. Canadian Prime Minister Justin told that the people who are undocumented, mean they are without paper, or their visas are overstayed, mean legally they have no any document to stay in Canada. Their visas or status are expired and they are overstayed. There must be some pathways to give them permanent residence. It's great news for the individuals who are in Canada and they are without work permit, or their work permits are expired, or their visas are expired, and they are present in Canada now currently as a illegal or undocumented because they were having documents but their documents are expired. So this is actually statement was actually announced in 2021 Liberal Party told that undocumented individual there must be some pathways to switch them to the permanent residence so that they should come in a legal loop from illegal loop. And Justin is also telling this statement. Justin little a bit minor told if they are not eligible for the PR by always mean at least level, then they should be deported. Deported he used very polite word at extreme level, and Canada must try to settle them and must give them chance to stay in Canada as a permanent residence holder. So this is a very good development. Pathways mean almost, if you will count the number of the individuals who are currently present in the Canada undocumented or illegal, you can say 5,000 to almost 200,000. You can calculate 5,000 to the 200,000. So these are almost individuals who were undocumented or without work permit, mean they were having work permit in the past but their work permits are expired. That was the actual meaning of extension of the work permit of the student visas. What were going on in the new rules? They were telling we will give 3 years work permit, we will not give 4 years work permit. When they will give 3 years work permit, and they will not extend work permit. Now the student who completed his education in top university, level 1 University of Canada, he worked in Canada for 3 years. Now his work permit is not going to be expanded according to new rule. So what will happen? He will not go back to his own country and he will wait and he will consult any lawyer and he will try to get extension or asylum or anything else, and he will remain in Canada. Even he is not a burden on Canada, he is a very fruitful potential person due to immigration policies, due to new rules, and due to fluctuation in the migration policies too much, I will say. Migration policies should be dynamic, but it is not the migration policy sometime Canadian government is announcing on daily basis. It was Mark Miller, migration minister, very respected minister of the respected country, was so busy in giving statement on daily basis, and most statements were against the students. That students, unluckily, they are looking like terrorists, or they are the students who pay huge money to the Canadian universities. And these are the students, when they are free from Canadian universities, they got jobs in top companies of Canada because due to their top qualifications and their top positions, prestigious positions in their results of Canada, because Canadian citizens are not much keen to get the marks. These are international students because their motivation to get the PR is also play very important role in getting marks, because they think in getting citizenship they will be preferred when they do job in the companies, and then their performance is being admired by elsewhere. Even companies wanted to extend their work permits and they switch towards PR after 5 years. But this new rule to reduce the work permit of international students pricked out a lot of questions, and most questions are, the maximum questions are, if you are inviting skilled people like doctors, engineer, or any other IT professionals from overseas, people from Asian countries, from European countries, they are not qualified from Canadian universities. They are qualified from their home countries. Their institute are not a level 1 institute. Now you gave them a very luxurious type of immigration and you gave them compensation. You facilitate them to invite as soon as possible. But the people who got your education in your country, who paid you, and they had no criminal record, they know the society, they knew the people of Canada, they can speak English fluently because they were talking with the teachers, with the students in the Canada. They had a 100% lifestyle of Canada within 3 years of education. I think, personally believe they would be more beneficial. It never means they must close immigration calling from overseas. If Canadian qualified doctor, he was international student. If he will be doctor in Canada, he will be eligible for skilled immigration. He will perform better than those doctors who will be invited from the overseas. In my opinion, Canadian qualified engineers, Canadian qualified doctors, Canadian qualified business people. I was very shocked when one institute says that we had very good business courses with course contents, top course contents of the world, like intelligence, business decision system, because by this course content you are able to decide intelligently. But if you are not allowed to invite international student for this type of course content, by which third developing country is lacking and they are not able to decide well in time, they are not able to manage the things well in time, their people are suffering, poverty increasing. If they will go, even they will go to home country, they will do intelligent decisions that will raise up their nations. But unfortunately, that institute says the government of Canada, mean IRCC, compelled us to stop business courses. Mean we can give on board students. Mean Canadian students can be allowed to study business studies and international students are banned for the business study in that college. This is amazing decisions. If business people are not required in Canada, it's very simple. When they will finish the course, they will not get jobs in the companies. Canadian migration system is so fair that if you will not get the job, you will not get the lmia approved work permit. If you will not get the work permit, you will be overstayed and you will be rolling stone and you will just vagabond here and there, and finally you have to decide that you have to go to home country. It's not the country that you will remain illegal for many years and you will be given preference and you can stay. No, I like USA. It's Canadian system of immigration. I give examples to Portugal immigration department. I might give examples to USCIS, that IRCC is the number one immigration system of the world. Relying on that system, you should develop some strategy so that international students should come. And this good news that overstayed people will be given compensation, especially professional people. It's really a positive impact of the Canadian Prime Minister, just in amicable personality. Keep watching World Immigration News by Irfan.